Another series today. We're hanging with Brad from Island Noodles. I am Chaz, the owner and founder of the Columbus Food Truck Festival. And this is Brad, one of my oldest, dearest friends of the food, mobile food business community.
Yeah.
You have a setup that we call, and it's not a food truck, it's a knockdown setup, right? First of all, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time today. We're hanging in Brad's backyard. We got the fire going. You might hear some roosters cackling and roosters roosting.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Island Noodles, talk about summer festivals, talk about the Food Truck Fest, all of the above, man, what it means to you, how you came up with it. So we'll start with where did Island Noodles, where are you from, first of all?
Well, I was born in Toledo,
Yeah.
so grew up there, and then went to school out in Arizona and lived out there a while.
Okay.
And then moved briefly to San Diego, back to Arizona, and then to Florida, where we started Island Noodles back in 2011.
That's where it started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the spark?
Well, I was working sorry if the wind's getting in the way of this, but I was working for a company that ran food and beverage for a lot of Major League Baseball stadiums and stuff like that. And we had a contract with with 7 of the spring training stadiums in Arizona. One of them was Scottsdale Stadium. I worked there for the spring training seasons, and this concept, Island Noodles, was actually there as a subcontractor. And I became really good friends with the owner of Island Noodles. We hung out all the time for probably 5-6 years, and I was a big fan of the product, ate it all the time, and eventually one day I didn't really want to go back to the baseball season just because it's a grind. It's not that this isn't, but it was wild. So just had a conversation with him about joining forces, and we started. He's based out west, so we came out to Florida and started things there. And then obviously with my familiarity with Ohio, we migrated up here that first year. Actually, it was the first year that we did the Food Truck Fest with you.
Yeah.
And then things kind of
What was that, 2012?
Yeah, 2012 was that year, yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a long ride.
Yeah, dude.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
When did you, so speaking of 2012 and the Food Truck Festival, and we were at the Columbus Commons then, something interesting I was thinking about on the drive over here. Since then, there was always a handful of knockdown tent setups, which, to kind of go in detail of what that is, it's a tent-based full kitchen, refrigerators, grills, a wok in your case. This year is the first year where I'm bringing back a number of those. A lot of people reached out to me this year and said, hey, we're starting a food truck. We don't have the food truck yet, but we have our kitchen, we have our food, we have our menu, we have our concept. Can we please come into the festival? And I thought to myself, yes, absolutely. I mean, that was the roots of the Food Truck Festival, was new vendors. Everybody was new. We were new. You guys were new. Let's try and give everyone that opportunity, as well as the marketing opportunity to show off what they have planned. Hopefully, most of them get successful enough, make enough money over the next year or two, where they can build trucks and trailers and things like that. So congratulations on it. It's now 2026. So what took you from that time in 2012 to, and by the Alto is the greatest festival vendor on the planet, in my personal opinion.
Thank you.
And I don't say that lightly. I see you I've seen Island Noodles in Atlanta. I know you're down in Daytona, Louder in Life, and all these big festivals. And you're home with us at the Columbus Food Truck Festival, at the Columbus Arts Festival, all of the places and people come still. The interesting secret about your setup is that you're everywhere, and people still come and seek you out all the time, and you're busy. And even on your slow days, most vendors would consider them busy days. What's your secret with that?
I just think that speaks to the loyalty of the customers over the years and helping us really grow the brand. Some of them have been with us from day one, and we still talk to them on social media. You know, some customers even show up with Island Noodles shirts to festivals. You know, they're almost doing the marketing for us. You know, we owe them everything. I think our team, you know, has really bought into the passion that we have for this, and they know what's important. They do all the right things. You know, they deliver that guest experience that everyone wants. You know, and make people feel special when they come up to the booth. Have fun with them.
Yeah.
I've always said we're in the fun business. You know, let's have fun doing it. You know, and I just think that, you know, I actually think about this question a lot, and it's a lot of things, but I would say those are two of the most important.
Well, and those two important concepts are a part of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I walk up to your setup at any event that I see, and you may not be there, but your guys know me,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Chaz, what's up?"
Yeah.
You know, and I rarely have seen anyone stressed out, frowning, frustrated, right?
Yeah.
Like they're cranking and there's smiles on the faces.
Right,
and that
right.
is a big welcoming thing. It's warming to people, where as you walk up to another food truck and somebody's frowning at the front,
Mm-hmm.
you may walk past that food truck because, ew, there's a bad energy there. Right?
Everything influences, I think, the taste of what you're eating, you know, in terms of service, cleanliness, all these things. And I think that, you know, like you said, when you come up to a smiling face, the booth is clean, everything's looks put together, you know, that actually subconsciously makes your meal actually taste even better.
Absolutely. It's called TLC.
Right.
It's made with tender love and care.
Right.
And also talking about the curb appeal and what people see, and it's perfect that we're sitting in front of a fire pit right now.
Yeah.
Because your thing is a couple gigantic
It feels
walks.
like I'm at work right now with this heat coming off of it.
A couple gigantic walks with the flames up. But that curb appeal of these gigantic walks,
Mm-hmm.
that now, was that how it was at the ballpark?
Yes. Yeah.
They had to forward facing.
Yep.
And they were doing the display.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
it's amazing because not only your public facing side, as we get covered with ashes here, the food itself is, to me, clean, consistent. It always tastes delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It always sits delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some foods are difficult and in the heat.
Yeah.
And when you're running around and they kind of just fill you up a little differently.
Right.
Do you want to talk about the product at all?
Sure.
I know you have noodles,
I mean,
and whatever. And
yeah. So for those that don't know, Island Noodles, it's a Hawaiian style. It's an authentic Hawaiian style recipe. It's soba noodles. We add vegetables as we cook them, so everything's fresh. All the vegetables going in are fresh. We make our own sauces from scratch. We add those as we cook them. Every batch is fresh. No food ever sits at Island Noodles, so everyone's always getting a fresh cup. And I would say what sets us apart is the speed of service. You know, I think when we got the data back from a festival we just recently did in May here in Columbus, at that, I think we were serving a customer every 9 seconds.
Yep.
So people look at the lines and they're like, "Oh gosh, you know, that looks scary." But you know, sometimes actually, most festivals will ask people that we keep an eye on them from the back of the line, and when they get up to the front, we're like, you know, how long did it take you? And in most cases, you know, it's 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So we make one thing.
Not that I've had to wait in your line for many years now, but when I had, it's a blink.
Yeah.
There's really the people, even if you have a line of 100 people,
Mm-hmm.
they're constantly shuffling their feet forward.
Mm-hmm.
There's no standing completely still, which is unique in this world.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the last now 14 plus years of success. It's really remarkable. And now you have how many setups?
We have the ability to do 4 festivals in any given weekend. I don't like to,
Right.
because it's super chaotic. But you know, we're getting into heavy, usually July, August, or 2 to 3 a weekend, and then we do have I think twice we have 4 a weekend in September. September's our busiest month of the year.
Nice.
So, and then we go a little bit of October. We go 2 weeks in November, and then we shut it down in Florida until March.
How did and I was also thinking about this the other day, how the pandemic affects you. So not a lot of people think about entertainment and food were kind of the first to shut down and the last to open. And some people were able to adjust. We worked together during the pandemic, thankfully. I don't know if they were the best of jobs in the world, but they were jobs.
Right, exactly.
Where we were able to get onto patios of local establishments. What else did you do?
Oh, we did so much. We took that loyal fan base that we have, and we would do Facebook ads in markets that we knew that we had a strong following. And we would partner with a local charity, and for every event we would donate, I think it was 10% of sales for every pop-up event, and kept our guys busy. You know, people were real generous, came out. Some people even made an event of it. There were people that were showing up with their music festival t-shirts on, and you know, like tailgating and stuff with noodles. It was pretty cool to watch.
It was talking about that. We were talking about baseball cards earlier, and that wave of emotion of things felt in the past that were really good. I can imagine during pandemic, like everybody's on lockdown. Let me go get some Island Noodles. It's going to remind me of sitting on the lawn at that concert, eating that food. The nostalgia, right?
They'd even bring speakers, and it was really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations on being able to make that work during the pandemic. It was a tough time for all of us.
It was tough, but I think that we learned a lot of lessons, and I think it strengthened us. I think it strengthened so many people.
Oh, it strengthened all of us.
So
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly.
That's
we learned a lot of things. We had the loans, which allowed us to keep people on staff. That was key, you know, because we did not want these people that have given us so much. We didn't want to, you know, have to tell them that they had to go find another line of work.
Right. Yeah.
So that was awesome. So we were able to keep everybody on, and then keep everybody busy, of course, with the pop-ups that we were doing.
That's amazing. Talking about out of that depressing time period of our lives, this summer, the 15th annual Columbus Food Truck Festival is here. It's unbelievable. We made it this far.
Congrats to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's I'm alive. I'm breathing. It's getting bigger. It's getting better. Pandemic, we pivoted out to Hilliard, the Franklin County Fairgrounds. This year, we're doing a few new things. We're bringing out more national headliners with music. DJ Logic with Robert Randolph and Friends. Robert Randolph of Robert Randolph and the Family Band. Kind of Southern rock, funk jam. Super excited for that. Your Friends of the Dead, all that sort of thing. 8 total bands over 2 days. We're doing Friday and Saturday this year, which I think is a big change rather than Sunday. Got rid of that Sunday where it's such a relaxed day. Rather, let's have a party. Let's keep it going. Another important element that was added was Kids Day. And we're adding Kids Market to the event. It's kidsmarkets.com. And they're bringing 30 setups from 5 years old to 12-year-old kids that each will have like a 10 by 10 area. They're accompanied by their guardians or the parents, and they're selling whatever they're selling. Some may be selling baseball cards, some may be selling little candles or knickknacks or pet rocks, whatever it is. I
love that, and I love that you're doing it. I can't wait to support those kids.
The thrill is it's like setting up a lemonade stand on the corner, right? And hustling out for a nickel lemonade. It's so important, especially for people like us that are entrepreneurs, with the ups and downs. Like, how cool, like a 10-year-old like selling crayons or whatever he's going to sell or she is going to sell. I hope people come and recognize and feel the emotion that we're feeling, just knowing that it's happening, and be like, wow, I got to really support these kids, and let me spend $5 over here and do that.
I mean, I think they're gonna have a lot of success. I think it's gonna be great. Because you've done such a good job at creating a family festival, and so you're gonna have a lot of kids there that are supporting other kids, and families want to support the other kids. I think it's a great idea.
And on top of that, with kids and other activities, we're looking into like the inflatables, big human checkerboards kind of things
Mm-hmm.
like that. The fun and games for the kids so that the kids stay longer, the parents stay longer. I know it's tough in the summer heat sometimes for younger children to be able to handle the heat and enjoy. But we want the parents to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
We want the kids to have fun. We want it to be memories, hopefully for years to come.
I'll tell you what, my kids have been coming for all these years. Every year that, well, no, not every year because I didn't have them yet.
Yeah, right.
12, but since I guess I've got a 9 and a 5, and they've been coming their whole lives to the Food Truck Fest. They look forward to it every year. They love it.
I think probably the first year that we were on the Scioto Mile,
Mm-hmm.
which was 2017,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming was the year that your
Mm-hmm.
son was
My son,
born.
yeah, my son was 2 that year.
Yeah. So I remember your wife bringing him in. And
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, they
So-
love it.
So what do you also on top of the kids market? What? Thank you for your loyalty since 2012 being a part of the Food Truck Fest. What? We had a conversation last year
Mm-hmm.
after the festival. It was really hot. It was 103 degrees during the day. A lot of vendors didn't do too well. A good handful of vendors did very well.
Mm-hmm.
You have shown unwavering support for me and for the festival, and I appreciate that. I'm trying to find a question here, but you show loyalty to everyone that you work with, and it's really appreciative. Where's that school of thought come from?
I just think you got to get behind people that are doing right, and I think that your passion for what you do, it's hard to not get behind you and support you.
I appreciate that.
I think that you've done so much for all of us small business mobile food operators that it's easy to do, man. I mean,
Yeah, thank you.
Not to mention, you give us a platform to go out and be successful. I mean, we've never had a bad year at the Columbus Food Truck Fest.
Well, that's absolutely awesome to
Yeah.
hear. Everybody hear that. Come and get Island Noodles. Where can people find you online?
Well, we run our. I know it's confusing, but because we started down in Florida, we run a Instagram page. It's at Island Noodles FL, and then on Facebook we're Island Noodles Florida. And then on we don't do too much content, but we do remember to post our schedule every single month, so you'll know where we're at.
Well, we'll chop some of this up for you and give you some content
Cool.
too, so
Cool.
you'll be able to use whatever you want.
Awesome.
I appreciate you doing this with us. This is a beautiful afternoon. We're missing the storm here
Mhm.
by a half hour, maybe
Yep.
at most. It
Mhm.
seems like. I appreciate.
Thanks
you,
for
Brad.
asking me to do this,
I
too.
love you,
Appreciate
brother,
it. Love you
and
too.
I really appreciate you being on the ride with us for so many years.
It's been awesome, man.
Looking forward to another one.
Yep.
August 14th and 15th at the Franklin County Fairgrounds. We open 4 p.m., close at 10 p.m. on Friday, open at 11 a.m. Kids Day is from 11 a.m. till about 4 p.m. on Saturday, and we close at 10 p.m. DJ Logic, Robert Randolph, and Friends is headlining on Saturday. Grab your tickets now, columbusfoodtruckfest.com. Early bird tickets, $5. They go up to $10 the week of the festival. So grab the ticket now, save some money. We'll see you soon.